here today. We continue our series of One Day One Legion with the defensors of Caliban. We will be playing Luther, and before we get started, let me just mention two things. First one, tomorrow we will play the neutral faction Mechanicum. Make a choice in the comment between Anacaris Coria, Calbohal, Tacitus Proctor, Destructor, or Caleb Decima. And the second thing is, here is first the budget deck. Just looking up through it, there are of course all the epics and legendaries. If you have them, you can add them in. The deck should work decently because Defensors of Caliban has a great neutral, great rare card pool. So this is probably one of the best decks you can make with rare and commons only. As usual, most of the common legendaries fit in: Jewback Starsight, Melgator Ambassador, Command Bridge, and so on and so on, and of course the Caliban Knights. But alright, let's get started with our Daddy of Caliban. Here is the list we're going to be playing. It is partly copied from Agras's list, so many thanks to him for giving me the skeleton of the backbone of my list. So here's what we have here. We have so where do we start? Well, 2 betrayals, one behind enemy lines. So we will want to flood the board to take advantage of Pride of Caliban 2. We want to hold the board as tight as we can using the best cards from the DOC and try and not run out of steams. So that's why we run 2 Lectitious Limitatus, 1 Command Bridge to fish for those excellent late game cards, or the Pride, or the Charisma, Kizulan Facadian Infantry, and 1 Arcadia's flexible cards that will allow us to proc certain Zarian, the Betrayal, or the behind enemy lines. And then that's pretty much it. So, yeah, one last remark. I will probably play double Facadian Infantry over a Tarshan squad, but with all the crawls around, I feel like this card is bad against her. I want to sacrifice it, the moment I play it. So I'm only running one of them. We are out of top 50, I think, and whoa, what a surprise. I haven't seen this warlord in a long time. Like, for ages. At least 6 months, at the very least. It might be the warlord I haven't seen in the most time. No, get your ass back here, man. You wanted to fight, I'll show you a fight. Come back, you cobalt. So Proctor, lore-wise, he has nothing to do with Caliban. I think he was on Prospero, if I'm not wrong. I think I remember an event when you had the choice to play him alongside Lucretia to defend Prospero. I'm not sure. I'm not just sure. Alright, so what do we have here? Could go for Phalanx, Defensive Maneuver, or Irresistible Charisma. Now we'll go with the Maneuver because I already have 1 Charisma in my deck, and I feel like it kind of does the same job as Phalanx with this deck, but better because a lot cheaper. I might even play it next turn. Just imagine he puts one of his vehicles on the board, and then I go Command Bridge and Defensive Maneuver. While Phalanx is good, it's just not that great, of course. Okay, so it's Relentless, give +1/+1, right? So I'm kind of tempted to just ignore that thing. So we have many options here. First one, we play Ambassador Melgator and Command Bridge. But then the issue is hold because next turn he's gonna do the same thing. Second one, I go with Allergy Squad, and then he kind of needs to trade it. And last one, I go for the Defensive Maneuver right away. And I kind of think I need to put some board. And I will do that. Yeah, I will put this dude. So I give him the choice basically. Either he trades this thing and we're fine. Either he trades this thing and then he doesn't have frontline anymore. If he wants to kill the Jaeger, he needs to suicide his 2/1 into it, which is fine by me. Of course, he could get what is called Mechadendrite, Yeah, Mechanicum right for shield or bonus health, but in that case we do have the Tarzan's cut to get rid of that. So I think either way he can snowball just now. Okay, what is he gonna trade into? That thing? Nice. Fine with us. We're fine with that. So we go with the Tarzan squad. We will have time to play the maneuver because his deck is all about taking control of the board. So either he puts something on the board and we can play the maneuver, either he doesn't and we win. So I'll go with the Tarzan squad and try and get rid of everything. I'm wondering whether this 1 HP could matter. I'm not entirely sure what might be in his deck, but I'm assuming there is something like last rifle or whatever, so I will save the 1 HP here. Maybe Xanite, although I'm not quite sure you will play Xanite in his deck rather than last rifle, but alright. Anyway, I could have said 1 HP on my Warlord, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so here I think we go with the maneuver first. What could we possibly draw? We could draw into low color pricing or the second adjust squad, or even Jubak Starside actually. So I will go with the maneuver first. Okay, Zulen is alright. So we'll go with the command bridge. And I was kind of hoping for low color pricing still, but looks like we're not gonna get it. So I'll go by the Licti shield because I have things and my hand is quite full already. So I'll go with this and with this. For example, I would be glad next time to play Praetor and Melgaton something. So that is growing, but it's alright. We should be able to kill it if he attacks with it, and if he doesn't, well, he'll probably just send it into the Praetor Castiel. Okay, so we do have a very good turn here, and I'm glad we picked that Draining Sight, because now we're gonna unveil the whole power of Kezulu. He was in fact a Jaeger that entire time. Yay. Much more sexy now. Look at that, his ability went down to 0. It's better now. Okay, so now we reach that point of board control which we are much likely not gonna drop, like ever. We have the Betrayal and the Charisma to close up the game. We have pretty much everything we need. A very strong turn 2. It should be good. Okay, I don't mind that. This is just going to turn to Jaeger. Thank you, man. Oh, so much damage. Alright, so we shoot here. We swing, because I want this to hit face. We swing. We kill. Too bad. I will attack because 6 points of damage is always 6 points of damage. And I will play 1 Betrayal, just in case he gets a very lucky death set. So in case he can somehow clear my board, and I don't think he can, I'm glad I have this thing as a backup solution. It should prove enough with the other Betrayal. Like, he could have gone for death set and hit everything before. Could have worked. But alright. This was a quick one. Another very challenging one, I have to say. That's kind of the reason why Proctor isn't played anymore, I guess. Okay, Valdoran. So all things have duplicitous, so he won't be able to hit them. I'm not tempted by that, and this is for much later on. It's an excellent card, but it can get... I mean, Blood Angels, they have Revealed Prophecy and the Vassal, the flagship, like... What is it called? Crimson Spectre? Yeah, I think it does it. There's so many names. Okay, so very good opening hand for us. Lots of draw, lots of board presence. And yeah, also one last note while we have time to talk about it. And this is probably not the last note I'm going to make in this video, but still. The reason I play Luther is very simple. It is because he has 40 HP. It's pretty much the only reason to play him over Lord Cypher. Yeah, you have then. Yeah, you have it. Fine, go with it. I had nothing else to do than before, so I'm just happy with doing that. Alright. I will play the Kezulan now, because my hand is so empty, so I'll go with this first. And this is probably better than the Tarshan squad. So yep, let's just go... Whoop. Let's not mess it up. I will try that thing. We didn't want him to... What? I mean, yeah, he can't play Unjust just now, so I guess it was fine leaving that alive and just doing 3 to the face. But also, maybe I'm more interested in a Jaeger or in my Knight than just in a 3-1, so I don't care. I don't really care. It's also about taking the board presence. And we have an acceptable one here. Not the best, but not the worst. Alright, this is a pain. Maybe we can draw Arcadias, I was about to say. Looks like we can't. Maybe we can get a good tag team from that. The Curl, wow, no, that's something. Evan Drake doesn't do much here. Even if he hits the drop pod, well, we're not stunned, but that doesn't really matter. So I'll just go with the Curl. Definitely, by far the best tactic anyway. I could swing with that. This is going to die to this next turn, but it doesn't really matter once more. Okay, and I will play the Tarshan squad, I guess, because I want to use. Yeah, I want to use every last drop of my energy, so I'll go with the Tarshan squad. Okay, I'm stunned. He has a free trade, but hopefully he doesn't have his AoE anymore, and that's why I wasn't bothered at all by baiting the first reveal prophecy. No, that's painful, and I probably should have better run that. But this is fine. We can still go for the curl and generate the tactic, and we still have Caliban set out for the turn after. So if he doesn't do anything more, then it's in terms of board presence, which is always the parameter we want to be ahead. If that makes any sense. No, come back here. The game's interesting. Please don't ruin this. So yeah, I was about to say, like, if he kills something and... Well, not another Jubek? Okay, interesting. So if he kills something and then he puts another thing, he has 2 troops, I have 1. No, he has 1 troop, I have 0. So the difference is the same, basically. Okay, I understand he wanted to do that, and that's fine with me. I won't be playing anything big just now, so I'm fine with just letting that thing leave and playing the call the turn after. Oh, what could we get back? We could... Oh, interesting. So yeah, that's just not quite enough. If it had been, I would have done it, but here I'll go for that. I'll give myself another knight. Just because worst case scenario we can make it flank into that. How funny, it's bad. So that was quite a long turn, but it was an interesting one. Oh shoot, this facade infantry is gonna allow him to buff his thing once more. But then it's alright, because we can always play the call and get rid of it. The other last end, now that's too much. That will prove to be too much, I'm afraid. So he had his thing. Okay, my bad, I should have gone with the squad, I guess. So he has his Astartes, then he had this Cave-In, then he had double the last turn in his meme deck. I could have get rid of the turn before if I had read correctly that it was such a meme deck. But okay. So basically we lose, right? No, not necessarily. Can still do that. He's gonna shoot it. So would rather have him dead. So can still do that. And the curl. And then the knight. So here we need him to not have Crimson Spectre, nor the other prophecy revealed, and that he can deal with the Caliban's heart. And that we can kill the thing he's going to play just now. But I don't know how would you play this deck with Raldoran rather than with Ascylon. It makes no sense. Because if we not Defenses of Caliban, then he doesn't have this 3 draw early on, and his chance is done for. Ouch. This looks bad. I could have gone for that and that too, but anyway, if he has a Spectre, we're dead. I know, you have everything you need. Blood Angels are a great counter to Defenses of Caliban just because they can take somewhat advantage of all of these troops, one health troops. Prophecy revealed, he has a second one, though that sucks, so I'm probably going to lose next turn. I mean, it's the first one. I know. The first one he generated it with Arcane of Wisdom. And we're done to 2 health and we're dead next time. Okay, I don't even want to see what's in your deck. I don't care. You're emoting me in the most favorable matchup. You're not worthy of my attention. Alright, Gulliman with the nice alt art. During side, we're not gonna keep it behind enemy lines. These two cards are great for later on, but they're not just great for right now. Okay. We already have that. As long as I stand, there remains an Imperium. I could play the Zulan just now, but I will wait a turn. Because just in case he doesn't have anything to do on turn 1, I don't want him to give him this really. Oh, actually, denies the logos. So this is already interesting. Do we have enough thing to place? I don't think so. I'll just pass. I could have attacked here, but I feel like most of the time Luther attack and they tend to regret it later on. So yeah, and also they do have a lot more burst than we do, so I'm fine with just doing that. Terminators are bad. He has big troops, he doesn't have many small ones, and also not all Gullimans run it, and it also means he does run it, and that's bad for us. Okay, so next turn we play the Pride, and then we can go for triple action and hitting there. It should be fine. So I'm even gonna attack swing once, just because next turn we did 4 damage for 3. No, 4 damage for 3, not 3. See what I did there? I strongly recommend not playing this in Ultramarines because it goes against your courage effects. That I'm fine with. Still swinging, okay. This is interesting. So because we do this, we can swing. Yeah, I'm gonna swing once even though there are 2 troops. That's how the game works, it's fine. Okay, and now he has only 1 discounted card. No Dreadnought yet, or at least it costs 9 still, so we're kinda hoping for the best. Next time we can do Atias, or if we still have our troops down, then we can go the Praetor. Because every time Praetor replaces a Jaeger, we can act again. That was expected. And then what else? Counter-attack, the last one. Alright. I see how it is. At least he doesn't play much. Which is good. So what do we do here? Next time he has 7 energy, which is not bad enough to do anything great. I'll just go with that, yes, I think. Maybe I can... If he pokes into it, maybe I can kill him. So I will swing face because I'm expecting Mierius Cruiser. Is that his name? The 5 energy, deal 5 and jam something. So I'm expecting Mierius Cruiser here on swing. Oh, I'm bad. If he jams it, he can just send his face into it. But if he does that, then he's done 5 HP, which is interesting. So yeah, as expected. And then the 5-3. Works too. Generates a tactic, and now we're going for it. Oh, where are we? Yeah, Ryan doesn't do much here, so if we hadn't anything else to play, I would have probably played it just because I'm a weakling. When I see I can spend some energy, I'm always tempted to do so. But now I'm gonna go with this. And I'm kind of feeling like Charisma would be the best here. It will help us closing the game. Okay, so I'm doing that. Hopefully there is no 8-drop yet, the big dude that kills something with the courage effect. That's also because Martial died the turn before. And you see, to proc his courage effect he was forced to suicide his Martial. Okay, no Macraga's honor. And now that's very damn good. Still going fast, even though you played your best burn card. I see. This is excellent. This is a very good draw, because the problem is if you play Caliban's Heart, he can go with the Terminators. If you play the Terminators, he can go with the 8-8. So now that we played both these two things, he doesn't have any great answer. So I'll do this. I'll swing once. And I come with him with Blade Draw. I come to him, sorry. Let me return the honor. Yeah, perfect. We played around that perfectly. You see what we did there? Hey, that's how we're gonna play the game. Okay, so we could get rid of that, but then I feel like we're gonna fall behind and we won't be able to close up the game. So we have three options here actually. First one is we do that. I mean, that's not the first option. I was considering maybe rhyming on that, but I just said no, I'm not doing it. So I think I will just pretend I'm one of lethal. Did I have lethal with this? Do I still have lethal? 3, 2, 4, 6, 8. I think I was 2 of 2. I didn't bother counting, I should have. And how much could it possibly deal to us? 10, 18, 20. I was safe here doing that. I mean, there is double Matrix Cruiser drilling sight and... Yeah, double Matrix Cruiser drilling sight and something. Like Retribution Strike. But he already played one. I don't think he wants drilling sights. Yeah, this is... Oh, he can't even do that because he only has 9 energy. So yeah, that was being long in the thinking, but... Yep, that works. GG, he went face a lot, and that's kind of weird that he kept on doing that even after he played Macro Dishonored. I underestimated the amount of bursts I can do, so I would have probably done it differently. I have Pride on, so this works. This is an infantry. Alright, perfect. Okay, so that was a slightly longer than usual. I don't know if the video is that much longer, but I think the first game was very quick, and the second game was kind of frustrating. I was feeling like showcasing another game. Alright, so thank you guys for watching. As you noticed in the beginning of the video, we will be playing Mechanicum tomorrow, so make sure you vote in the comments for that. Thank you all and take care.